How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of SicErik TV, and today we're going to be doing a video about the LG Wing. Now say you just got your LG Wing or you've had it for a couple of months. Well, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to make your experience a lot more better on the LG Wing. These are all very simple, not very hard to do, so let's go ahead and jump down into it. Now this is a great device whether you use it normally or you use it as your multitasking beast right here, but either way, this is a great device and all of these tips and tricks will work on whichever way you use it. So let's go ahead and jump down into it. Now I made a little list here, 14 tips and tricks, that way you guys could check out each one and maybe you may know about them, maybe you won't. So let's go ahead and jump down into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is download a theme for your LG Wing, because the theme that comes on here, while it's okay and it's really simple, you can download a couple of other themes that do work on here and that will just make it look a lot better. So let's go ahead and jump down into it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go on over to the Play Store, and I will post links in the description down below. Now this guy, he makes a lot of themes for LG devices, and while there's none for specifically for the LG Wing, he does make some that are made for the UX9 for LG. So let's go ahead and jump down into it. So this one is made for it and it is for the Velvet, so it'll work just fine. So you're going to want to install this and let it install, and then once you're done, you're going to go on home and keep in mind how everything looks here. You're going to go into your themes, allow, and then go into theme at the bottom, and you're going to see something like this on there, which is Oxygen 11, and you're going to just want to hit apply and it will start applying the theme to your device. And this will change your icons and change your colors and your accent colors and everything, but you still can't change the accent colors on here to whichever one you want. See, your icons have changed, some of them, not all of them, and your notification bar has changed as well as your settings. So really nice, and you still can change the color of each one of these. We got a cat in the way, Scully, come on. You can still change the accent color to whatever you want and then hit apply. What you doing, Scully? Alright, see, now you see everything has changed to the blue color instead of the red accent, and it does download some wallpapers for you as well for your lock screen and everything else. Alright, come on, get up. Alright, so next on the list is going to be, let's see if we can go back to that. Keep notes, so let's check that one off. Next on the list is going to be change your animation speed. So this helps a lot when you flick it open. You do have this slow animation, and this will speed that up a little bit as well. So let's go ahead and go to your settings, and then we're going to go into system and about phone. Now this requires you to enable developer options. So you're going to go into software info and build, and you're going to click on this, I believe it's 7 or 8 times until you become a developer. Once you're done with that, you back out twice, go into developer options, and you're going to scroll down until you see window animation, transition animation, and animator animation. So you're going to click all of these to 5 and you should be ready to go, and this will speed up the animations a little bit. Hey, stop it. And make it a little bit quicker to open up things, and it will make that swivel screen just a tad bit quicker. You can turn these off, but it will look a little weird when you're doing some stuff and you know, it has a little loading wheel or something like that. So pretty cool, pretty easy to do. Tip number 2. So let's go ahead and go back down, and on the list is going to be turn on your always on display and customize it. So you're going to go back, you can go into your settings, display, and then you're going to click on always on display and turn this on, because when you first get your device it's going to be turned off, and you can choose from different clocks. So you're going to click on the clock, and you can swipe through a whole bunch of different types of clocks on here to choose whichever one you like. We're going to go with this one. Hit save, And then you can enable your quick tools and music player. We'll go ahead and enable that as well. And this is set for tap to show 10 seconds. We're gonna click on always on show or always show. And then that way it'll always show you're always on display, and you can swipe on over to get media controls and quick toggles. And you can also change the colors of these as well. If you want to change the color of it, you do red, you know, whatever color you want on here. We're gonna go ahead and keep it on blue. So really nice to customize your always on display. To be enable video enhancers, so we're gonna go back home and we're gonna hit on settings and then go into, I believe it's display. Let's see here, screen color, video enhancer. Yeah, this is gonna be turned off when you first get it. You're gonna want to turn this on, and this really enables your, like, the colors and everything when you're watching YouTube or things like that. It'll make everything just pop and look more dynamic. So make sure you enable that on here as well. So now next on the list is going to be display color settings. So you're gonna go back into your display and you're gonna want to tweak your screen color, which it comes on natural out of the box. You do have vivid and you do have cinema, and you can customize this even more to do your color temperature, warmer or cooler, your reds, your saturations, and your sharpness. Now I just usually go to the vivid, and that is really nice for me as far as my style of colors that I like them to pop a little bit. But to each his own. Like I said, you can customize these to whichever ones you want and tweak your display as far as your screen goes. So next on the list is going to be activate sidelight and brief notifications. So that requires you to go into settings, and you could search sidelight and then click on that, and this will bring you to brief notifications. And you do have the options to do bubbles at the top and your sidelight, which will bring up a light around the edge of your display. And you can choose what you want this to work on. So now it is set on messages, and you can set it for like Instagram or Snapchat and YouTube and for things like that. So when you get a notification on here, it will light up the edge of the screen. So really nice feature, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that before. It works really nicely, especially that there is no notch on here, so it's really nice and clean going around the display. So next on the list is going to be fingerprint animation, and we're going to go ahead and go into your settings and go into lock screen security, and then go into your fingerprints, and you can set your icon effect right here. And you do have 3 different colors of icons. The one I like is this plain one right here that it has like a little digital animation to it, so really cool. And then you can also change it to like a cosmic one, and then you see how it has that different style. And then this is the normal one that came with all the other LG devices, your plain one that you could also use as well. Let's go ahead and keep that one on, and there you go. It changes your animation of your fingerprint scanner. So really cool. Check that out, and you could customize your fingerprints on there as well. So next on the more reliable scanning on your fingerprints. So LG's fingerprint sensors aren't that great, so you sort of have to maybe scan each finger a couple of times to get it to be more reliable. I'm going to show you a little trick on how to get more fingerprints into just one slot. So we're going to add a fingerprint, and then now we're going to go ahead and click one finger and then your other finger on your left hand side, and just keep going back and forth between the two until you're fully registered and it is at 100%. And this will allow you to free up more slots, so you can add more fingerprints on here if you want. But at the same time, you're also adding 2 fingerprints at the same time, so that's really cool. And I learned this a couple years ago, so really nice that you could add 2 of them on the same slot, and they both will work. Now you got both fingerprints scanned in there, and you're only taking up 1 slot on there. So really cool. Check that out, try it out. It works really nicely. Next on the list is going to be change your accent color. So that you're going to go into your settings and you're going to display, and then you're going to go to your accent color, and you can change your accent color like I showed you earlier despite what theme you have on there. So if I want to choose red or purple or yellow or anything, I could choose that. You can hit apply and it will change your accent colors on your device. So really nice to customize your screen. And there we go. So next on the list is going to be, we got that done. We're going to change your equalizer and custom and turn on 3D sound engine. So we're going to go into your settings and go into sound, and then we're going to go into sound quality and effects. And here, right here, you could change your equalizer to normal, classic, or to whatever you like. For me, I like to do a custom. So you're going to hit the little plus and just hit new or something. And what I'd like to do is just turn everything all the way up, and this will boost everything to where it sounds louder and a lot clearer. Now, like I said, it may be different for you guys. For me, this is what I did. And then now you got it on custom. And for 3D sound engine, you would have to connect some headphones or something to it, and you will have the option to turn on your 3D sound engine. Now that works really nice as well. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you guys what that 3D sound engine looks like when you turn it on. You do have several different options. You have auto, cinema, music, and voice. So really nice. Auto, sound that matches the type of your audio, dynamically analyzing the audio characteristics. Cinema, immersive 3D and dynamic sound that sounds like you're there. Music, rich sound, and so you could have and immerse yourself in the music. And voice, sound catered to clearer voices. Now I like to use this when I'm listening to podcasts and any sort of audiobooks. It just makes it sound like you're in there, like it sounds very 3D and surround sound like, and it just sounds really nice. For music, it could be a mix for me depending on what type of music you listen to. It could sound good, but yeah, activate 3D sound engine, really nice feature on the LG Velvet. So going on over to the next one is going to be your swivel and camera sounds. So whenever you swivel it up, you do get that little click on there, and you can change this in your settings. So if you go into settings, sound, and system sounds, you have swivel up and down. You could click several different options: guitar, piano. That's probably the most annoying to me for some reason. For me, I like the click and the diamond, and so when you flick it up, you get that cool system sound every time you flick open that. Then you can turn that off if you want, just in case you don't want too much noise. You can turn that off. And as far as the pop-up camera goes, you do have the option that it'll give you this little noise on there. So when you go into camera and you just go ahead and set all this up later, so when you do have that little pop sound. You hear that? So you can turn that off if you want, depending on what you want. And let's go ahead and just keep that on. But yeah, check out those. You could change the swivel up and down sound, and you could turn off that sound for that pop-up camera if you want as well. I want to download Package Disabler, which is for LG devices, and what this allows you to do is disable unwanted LG apps. So, and then it's going to go ahead and install, and then you're going to open that up and hit allow and enable admin, and then you're going to hit activate. And then once you're done with that, it's going to start searching all your apps, and then you could go ahead and start disabling whatever you want. Now normally if it's in the pink color, it is safe to disable. You might want to be careful on what you do disable. If you do click on it, you can have the option to search this like on Google it. On Google, you can Google it to see exactly what this app does. So really nice that they help you out there. And what I like to disable are, you know, some of LG's apps on here that I don't use. So what I like to use this on is to disable any LG apps that I don't want, or any system apps that are sort of just can't be disabled. Like I like to disable Game Launcher just because I don't use I don't play games or the gaming, I can disable that. And then I could also disable some of the other stuff that I don't use, like say you don't want the home launcher, you could disable that. You could disable some bloatware from LG and T-Mobile, so the LG account, you could disable that if you want. Bridge service, you could disable LG Health, and of course LG Pay. And some of these you can get rid of and uninstall, some of them you cannot. So this allows you to disable them whether or not you want them on your device or not. And another one that's good to disable is the quick help one. T-Mobile Play, I disabled that. So really nice that you could do that with this app. I believe it's $3 if I'm not mistaken if you want to buy the Pro version, but it is a one-time purchase and you won't have to buy it again. Go ahead and rearrange your camera modes in your camera app. So we're going to go back into your camera app, and as you can see right here, just going to flick that around, you got different camera modes at the bottom, and you can rearrange these. So if you go to more and hit on this little pencil right here, you can drag drop whatever you want into that area. So we're going to go into manual camera and night view and manual video next to the manual camera, and you can adjust these whichever you like, and you can move these around as well just to make them a little bit more accessible to whichever one you want. And you could change the order on them, that way they're a little bit more easier to get to. Now as you can see, they're all right here and ready to go. Night view, manual camera, and everything, and you can move these around to your liking as well. So really cool that you could do that on here. HDR from auto to on, so that is in your camera app as well. You're gonna go ahead and go into your camera, if I can find it, regular photo, where the hell is photo? You can go into your settings, and then you're gonna click on, if it'll work, HDR comes with auto on. You're gonna want to just turn this on, that way it is always on, and you will get some better pictures. That way you're not relying on it to do it automatically on its own. It's already gonna be on, and it's already gonna improve your pictures as well. Other things I like to do is add a watermark to where shot on LGs. You know, since I'm doing, you know, camera reviews, you know, between two different phones, I like to have that option to show like, okay, this is the LG and that's the Samsung or something like that. So it makes it easier on me. To each his own. Like I said, enable HDR on from auto, and you will notice different quality in your pictures as well. So that's really nice that you could do that. Another thing I think was 15 on the list, but I think I took one off. And another one is to sort of rearrange your apps over here on your swivel screen. And as you can see right here, I got Facebook and YouTube you could put on there. You can put your camera and other things, music on here. So all you have to do is just swipe on up, and this gives you all your applications right here, and you can move these onto your home screen. So say I want to move it there, it's already on there. So if I want to click on again, go back home, accidentally open up the camera, you can swipe on up and say I want to put the Play Store up here, long press and just drag drop it to wherever you want, and you can place apps on there too. You can do the same thing down here at the bottom, and you can place your apps down here onto your home screen up here as well. So really nice that you can customize this a little bit and make it to where it's your own. And you can add widgets to these bottom screens as well. So you could add, like say if you want a music player down there, you can go into music and you can add a music player on your home screen right there and make it more accessible and have all your music playing up here. So really cool. So hope you enjoyed this video of 15 tips and tricks for your LG Wing. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that little notification bell for future notifications on this channel. Any links will be posted down below. That way you guys could go check out the theme, and I believe this package disabler on there. So give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, thumbs down if you didn't. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.